What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Annie Lennox as we return to Diva 1992. Hello, Luca. And the next track in the playlist is Little Bird. I'm inclined to see this as a metaphor. Indeed, it's a phrase I've often heard in relation to someone who talks, and usually talks about someone in the presence of another, but not the person being talked about. So the idea is eventually like, oh, well, you know, a little bird told me such and such. So yes, I wonder if it's about gossip or rumor or someone speaking out of turn or speaking about something which had been told to them in confidence. I suppose it could use a visual of a little bird, but I can't imagine there will be an entire narrative where there is a little literal meaning to the phrase. Let's see what I can pick up on a first hearing. This is Annie Lennox. The track is Little Bird, and it's from her 1992 album, Diva. Alright, that's a really cool song, lyrically and vocally, and sonically. I like it. Sonically, it has this a bit of quirkiness to it, and I like the way at the end there, it was playing with the closed off or muffled type of sound, and then it sort of opened back up into the like full clean sound at the measure break. And yeah, that there's that high little electronic type of synth riff, and then the driving bass. Obviously, it's sort of a steady kick drum type of rhythm. And yeah, definitely, Annie's vocals are always compelling, and I like what she does in a lot of the moments here. And there's a couple moments where, talking about a bird flying high in the sky. And I like how it started, like literally talking about a bird singing with its beautiful bird song and flying across the sky. It's like, okay, all right, it is at least partially literal. But yeah, where her vocals encapsulate the feeling of what she's singing about. But definitely bird is being used here in multiple respects, including like metaphors about getting kicked out of the nest or having to leave the nest, which is about becoming your own being and not just being nurtured and protected and cared for by your parents or your guardians, and beginning to make your own decisions and so on. And like chorus, she's like singing to mama, but she's talking about being alone and again having to leave that nest. So that's, another bird type of metaphor. And then also the idea of wanting to be able to fly away, looking at real birds and thinking, oh, they could just go wherever they want at any time. But what is it? She was like, I don't think she used the word anchor, but she was like, she's being like held down or held to the floor. And so the idea of wanting to be bird-like and be able just to use wings to fly away and to get yourself out of whatever situation you're in. So it's like, the concept of a little bird was functioning literally, conceptually, and metaphorically all in the same song. And yeah, as I said, I enjoy the feel of it. There's a bit of that kind of 80s synth pop flavor, but also it has a more evolved sound, I would say. So yeah, another cool tune from her. I am curious if there's like a more specific meaning here. Again, always wondering autobiographically in a song where you reference mama, I'm wondering if there's a specific story there. But beyond like the general idea of feeling like she was having to stake out on her own and feeling alone and wishing she could fly away, I didn't pick up anything beyond that. So do let me know if you have some insights. Once again, big shout out to Phil for sharing the material from the Eurythmics and Annie. Let me know what you think. And the Tourists are back. I did a reaction to them not too long ago. I will keep them going in tandem. I'm not going to do one in this same batch, but I'll try to get back to the Tourists again soon. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.